Okay, so let's just do 4 more, make sure we kind of understand. Say we have tan inverse of 3. So here, I'm not going to check what comes out of it as much. I had to check that before because that was going to be my final answer. I had sine inverse on the outside, so I needed to make sure it lay in my range. Here, I have the inverses on the inside, so I'm going to need to make sure it lays in that domain. So I need to make sure I can take tan inverse of 3. And tan was the one that we were allowed to take the inverse of anything. So that's fine. And tan also, regular tan, has an output of anything. So this is just going to be 3. So sine is sine inverse of 1/2. So again, because these are opposite functions or inverse functions, the operation just cancels out and we're just left what's on the inside. Sine inverse, the domain has to be in between -1 and 1. It is. And then sine, just remember your sine graph, the output has to be between -1 and 1, which 1/2 still is. So 1/2. Cosine inverse of -√3/2. Yeah, that's between -1 and 1. We see square root of 3/2 often. So again, these are just going to be able to cancel out. Sine of sine inverse of 3. And no, 3 is not going to lie. If again I draw out, my inverse has to have the sine curve itself is this. The inverse has to have a range of this, and the lowest it can get to is -1, the highest it can get to is 1. So 3 can never actually happen. So this is going to be another one that is undefined. And again, think of your sine curve. Looks like that. The lowest it gets to is -1, the highest it gets to is 1. So I can't have, since it's the inverse, I can't have a higher number than that in my domain. So that one's just going to be undefined.